Hi everyone, this is going to be your daily reading for Thursday, November 29th. I'm a little excited about today's reading. I think it's going to be a little different from our previous ones, and I do have a favor to ask of you watching. If you could give me your answer in the comments. I have a question for you, and I just want to see how you guys would feel about a certain idea I have. I hope you guys are having an amazing week so far. Halfway through, looking forward to the weekend. I hope you have some fun plans. Uh, with that said, if I can ask my little favor, I, for some reason, have been getting the idea to do love readings. And I never really saw myself as a love reader. It's funny that this theme keeps popping up, and a lot of I finally have all the December videos up, so I hope you guys are enjoying those. But a lot of the themes, I would say they were almost split in half, where there was this common theme of love kind of throughout the entire reading, and then some were more focused on work. But there's been a heavy theme of love coming through, and I've been entertaining the idea of doing love readings for the signs. I don't really know how I would do it or what the setup would be for them, but it's definitely been a thing that's been on my mind, and I guess I've just been resisting it because that's just not how I saw my readings, I guess. So I'm just kind of asking and kind of gauging if that's something you guys would be interested in. If instead of just my spiritual message readings for the signs, which I still plan to do because I love doing that, but if also layering in a love message, maybe even doing both since it was 50-50, if I did a love message and a just kind of work career message. So instead of kind of combining them all in the spirit message, instead of kind of breaking all of that apart into separate readings, kind of gauging how you guys feel about that. So if you could, I'd appreciate if you could let me know in the comments if that's something you would enjoy. Again, I don't really know how I would do it just yet. I may have to think about it, but it's something I feel like would be a good thing to do. So I'm just kind of gauging interest. With that said, let's get into the reason why you're here. Let's get into the reading. I just wanted to throw that out first and foremost. Actually, I'd like to throw out one more thing. Just as I was beginning to film, this kind of weird emotion came over me, and I just kind of got this feeling, and then this phrase popped into my head, and for some reason I feel like someone needs to hear it. It may not be all of you, but I feel like someone needs to hear it. You deserve to be in a place that you belong. That may mean something different to all of you. It definitely means something to me, but I feel like someone needed to hear that. Alright. With that said, let's get into the reading. So this is our rune for today. Oh, and I actually looked up its name, and now I can't remember what it is. You know, I really want to say the name, so I'm gonna look it up. Hold up, 1 second. Got it. Alright, so you didn't take that long. So this is the rune Nadis. I'm not actually sure which way it's supposed to be. What I do know about this rune is that it usually, I believe it's the rune of the festival. What I love about this rune, and that I think is especially poignant, is that it's the rune of needs, specifically our needs. And this rune doesn't mean you're about to be selfish and, it's all about you and forsake others. That's not what it talks about. But it talks about shifting focus to what it is we need. In the reverse, or, in the negative sense, this rune can speak to fulfilling others' needs before our own. It also, this particular rune is used in love magic as well, which when I pulled it and thought about that, especially what's been on my mind, I was like, oh, of course I would pull a love rune as I'm contemplating to do love readings. But to the point of it being about our needs, it's really about power of the self, engaging in your own, tasks, your own business, your own adventure. It's really kind of a solo mission in a way, and that doesn't mean that you are like cutting everybody else off, but it kind of talks about kind of putting something in or starting something that is gonna require a lot of work. It's not something you can kind of delegate out or pull in some support. Not that you can't pull in support, but a lot of the heavy lifting is going to be done by you because this is going to be your project. Um, Something that you're super, super passionate about. And this, whatever this endeavor is, it belongs to you. So most of the lifting will be done by you. So it is mostly a solo adventure. But that's a lot of times that's what to me this rune speaks of, about stepping out on your own. But it's great because this is really allowing you to fulfill your own needs and not sacrifice that for another's agenda. And that doesn't mean that agenda is malicious. It just means you've been putting other needs before your own, and that is going to change, which I think is beautiful. But there's something that needs your attention, that needs work. So knowing that, let's get into the reading. I pulled a couple decks with this whole idea of shifting. I want to get an oracle card from the Keepers of the Light deck. I also wanted, what I added in the last second, I'm going to pull a card from the Romance Angels deck, because love is important. And especially with that message that I was kind of channeled with earlier, I feel like some of us may be in a place where we don't feel love, and it could be a multitude of places, and we just need to come back to that, because that's where we belong. That's where we operate the best. So we're gonna do a little extra in the oracle card section today. Oh, did you see that? Someone's upside down. How's that? That's crazy. Dharma unfolding. For those of you who don't know, Dharma stands for like your life purpose. Prompt reads, remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. That is so crazy. I literally used this deck earlier today and nothing was flipped over. Alright then. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, sorry. Back into it. But remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. So, beautiful. If I link that to our rune and what we were just talking about, again, you are walking your life's purpose. You are walking your Dharma. You're living your Dharma. This is your path to walk and no one else's. I think it's kind of beautiful in a way that it's really speaking to knowing that you are on the path that is meant for you and to enjoy it. Even if there's some challenges and some hardships, this is your path and it's leading you exactly to where you need to be. So everything you feel and experience along the way is part of that journey. It's something that should be cherished and celebrated. Because once you get to that ending, you'll be able to look back and be like, yep, that was the road that got me here. Give your relationship a chance. I almost feel like that's speaking to self. I'm going to pull another one. Probably not. For some reason I feel like pulling three. I'm just hearing three in my head. Release your ex. Let's do one more. Oh, okay. Healing family issues. This actually popped up a couple times for some of the signs this month about healing family issues. So, I feel like there's going to be a lot of releasing within yourself. Because honestly, I feel like this gave your relationship a chance. Even though it was meant to be on a partnership, as I look at it right now, I feel like you're working on the relationship with yourself. Releasing hurt from, past exes, releasing hurt from family members, And as I talk about that, I almost feel like, especially for the family issues, it wasn't that people were trying to be mean to you or trying to hurt you. I feel like their intentions came from a good place, but almost like they were telling you to do things because they thought they'd be better for you, they thought they'd protect you from something, but in some way it was against your natural behavior, and it's left some type of mark on you that you've been trying to heal. Same thing for your ex. It's possible maybe you were betrayed, possibly you were lied to. Something happened there that did the same thing. It wasn't your fault, but you were left with a mark. And that mark has affected how you treat yourself and how you see yourself. I think something is happening this month. And it may not even be something, an event. It may just be you kind of reach this point of understanding where you really can look at yourself and look at these marks that have been left and really just realize, hey, that's not my burden to bear, and you just let them go. You just erase them and wipe them free. And again, that's when you start walking your path. And I think that's when you can truly enjoy it, because you're not carrying this weight around anymore. And honestly, if I think about it, you're probably not even carrying that weight now. You're carrying the shadow of this weight. You're just carrying the memory of this weight. Because whatever these things are, they happened a long time ago. They happened a very long time ago, and we've just been reacting as if they're still present. And they're not. Especially if this was something that was traumatic, if it was something possibly even hurtful. It's something we act as if it's still present in our like immediate space, when it's not. It's long gone, or it's far removed from where we are today. It's like just dealing with the shadow of it hovering over our shoulders. I say that, and then in this card that's about giving the relationship and yourself a chance, the background is lit up as if you just banish the shadow with your own light. There's a significant healing and just releasing that happens, that truly, again, that same like lit from within idea exists in this image as well, about living your Dharma, living your truth, living your purpose. I think something very soon, if not already, significantly is just going to rip you wide open in the best possible way. And I feel like the key to it is feeling. Like I'm looking at this picture and looking at the expression and just the emotion in this figure on how just, heartbroken she is. I feel like part of this is feeling it. You have to allow yourself to feel the emotion. Same thing like with the family issues. I feel like what was imposed upon you was because someone thought they were protecting you from something. They were keeping you from feeling a certain way. You've built up your own, coping mechanisms to not feel the pain of this hurt. You need to feel those things. You need to feel both of them so that you can process that feeling and then release it. And it's completely normal. It's total self-defense to create a coping mechanism so that we can, survive and continue to move on. It's our animal instinct. But our human intellect and our soul especially needs to process those emotions. And maybe that's why some of us are in the physical situation we're in, maybe where we're not in a place that we feel love, because it's possible that we don't feel that we should be or we can be. Maybe we don't feel it's possible because we've been hurt before. Or maybe in a place, especially like with the family issues, in a place where we expected to be loved. Maybe we weren't loved in the way we thought best. So I think that's given us a belief system that is damaging to who we truly are and who we want to be. Oh, I feel like I'm getting real honest this reading. And I'm not only talking to you, I'm talking to me at the same time. This is kind of heavy. But honestly, I think realizing it and just opening up again, even though it could be painful, when I say it's going to rip you open, it really just rips you open in the best way. Like it literally, like, just full release. The magician, master of the elements, master of your reality, master of self. I think that's a reminder that that power lives inside of you. Oh, goodness, okay. The emperor right after that. So still in charge of your realm, taking care of your people, taking care of your kingdom. I saw you flip over. I saw you. Get out here. Of course. Hierophant, mentor, teacher, spiritual guide, wise, elder. Four of Wands, Thanksgiving, foundation, celebration. This is who you are. This is a self-portrait. It really is. Knowing that you have the power to shape your own reality. Using that power wisely and diligently to care for both your kingdom and your people. Leading them, advising them, sharing wisdom, and then being built on a solid foundation. This is who you are. I think some of us have forgotten that. But that is who you are. And I think the steps you take from here on out get you closer and closer to this. Oh my god, I can't. Judgment card. So this is your Dharma. This is your higher purpose calling out to you, seeking you, attracting you. Four of Pentacles, which sometimes can be a little miserly, but here again it's kind of like the magician. It's having the resources, it's having what you need. A part of that card is also, especially when you talk about the miserly aspect, it's the fear of losing it. And I think that's where we've been operating, especially with these wounds that we've suffered in the past. Thinking, well, this can't be real, this love can't be mine, this love isn't going to last, like this happiness isn't real, like it's going to go eventually and I'm going to be sad or hurt again. I think that makes us cling to these things in an unhealthy way, because that's what we feel safe with. It's always easier to believe the bad stuff. It's easier to believe that things will fail than they will succeed. But if that's what we believe, that's what will happen. And we only believe it because that's what's happened in the past. We've been hurt before, we'll be hurt again. We've failed before, we will fail again. But guess what? You've also been loved before. You've also succeeded before. You've also achieved before. It shouldn't be that hard to believe in that if you can believe in the bad just as easily. You are a powerful, powerful being on this planet. I mean, even look at this reading. I only have 6 cards out of 4 of them are major arcana, which means 4 of them cannot be changed. 4 of them are inevitable. There's no changing them. It's possible to use free will and delay them, but they are inevitable. They are true and standing. You are powerful, you are a leader, you are wise, and you have purpose. That will never change. That can never be taken away from you. It can be forgotten, but it can also be remembered. Ooh, Spirit, that's way too much, but we're going to take them, because I just feel like it's happening. So what do we have? Princess of Cups. So this could be new love. This could be new understanding. This could be some type of psychic acknowledgement and intuitive understanding, but a new beginning. 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving, being open to receive, being open to give, both love, finances, material possessions, time, but this is reciprocal. Not only are you outputting like you've been, but you are worthy of receiving. This is a flow. So what you give will come back to you. You deserve to receive. Talking about balance in the 6 of Pentacles. Right after that, justice, more karma. You were meant to have these things. You are deserving. You are worthy. You have put in work, kindness, goodness, liked, all of that will be returned to you. And then the Nine of Cups, emotional contentment, joy, happiness. Again, being content with what you have because everything you need is already within you. It's already around you. You have it in you. Power, leader, wisdom, purpose. It is all within you. And again, karma, justice. We have another major arcana card. Again, something that cannot be changed, cannot be taken away. I mean, I can't even. This is beautiful. But I think this is really a reminder of who you truly are. Do not believe that you are less than. Do not believe you are not worthy of anything, because you are. You are beautiful and you are loved. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. You've been hurt. Five of Wands. You suffer some type of inner conflict because of that. Prince of Wands, but there is still a fire there that you are hungry for and seeking. And I promise you, it is also seeking you. Underneath that, Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, material gain, hyperabundance. Two of Wands, set by intention. Another two, Two of Cups, love, soulmate connection, intimacy. You know, I know that we've all suffered something in the past. And I know whatever shadow or ghosts haunt us from that has been a really heavy burden. I feel like it's also made some of us, myself included, feel really lonely. But there's no reason for that. And choosing to continue to feel that way only perpetuates that. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But even here, so our abundance is linked to our intentions. What have we been sending out? Have we been sending out thoughts of this? Thoughts of this? Or have we been sending out thoughts of this? And this? So again, a gentle reminder like the magician. Our thoughts shape our reality. Know that you are worthy of love and abundance. You are powerful enough and capable enough and deserving of all of these. Every single one of them. And actually, you don't even have to question it because your name is already on it. It may not be physically present right now, but your name is already on it. It's just waiting to be delivered. But you have to put in your order. This is you putting in your order. Sending out messages and asking for this, whether it's in prayers, whether it's in meditation, affirmations, whatever is appropriate and feels right to you, however you send that message out. And whatever it is you believe in, that is you putting in that Amazon order for all of this wonder. And as simple as Amazon, it arrives. You click send, someone puts it in a box, and it comes to your house. Same thing. Formulate that prayer, formulate that wish, and hit the send button. And then believe in it. Know that it's yours. You're like, bitch, I paid for it. I got my receipts. That's my prayer. That's my wish. I threw that penny in the well. That's my receipt. I did it. It's coming. Just believe in it and have faith. And stop putting your faith into this. You deserve better. You deserve better. Before we leave, I want to pull one more Keepers of the Light deck. For some reason, since we didn't actually pull one, I'm like, we're missing one. But we'll close out with that, and then I'll stop my ramblings.